two things happened very early. When I was at school, I decided I wanted to become an architect. Somewhat that was because my father was a furniture maker. And the other reason was that I had seen in the library at school a magazine that had photographs of Frank Lloyd Wright's buildings at Taliesin West. And I also saw in the Courier Mail a photograph of a house in Sydney, which is the Rose Seidler House, of course, which had just won the Solomon Award at that time. And so I thought, gee, this is pretty exciting sort of stuff. And I went down to Sydney on the train and went to the Institute of Architects Convention, which was held in Sydney in 1953. And Seidler, because he had taught or worked with Walter Gropius, invited him to Sydney, and he came to Sydney. And so I went to hear what he had to say, and I introduced myself to Harry and said, that I was interested in doing architecture, and he kind of said, well, the Bauhaus